Lights on, game strong. Another night, same vibe. Come along. No stress, no rush, take it slow. Push start, new world. Let's go.
From pixel dreams to neon lights, every choice feels so alive. Win or lose, we take our time. Level up now, press rewind.
Hey, drop in, no looking back. Gliding through like a speed run track. Boss fight, nah, I don't fold. Whole squad up, we break that mold.
No rush, we just vibe, press play. One move, one life, it's okay. Slow roll, fast game, that's my way. Let's ride all night, no delay. Gen-Dro all night, we stay live. One vibe, one dream, we don't hide. Game tight, real ones all inside. Press start, new world, we gon' ride.
Eyes locked in, got no fear. Running this game like I'm top tier. Pause that drama, leave that stress. We just chillin', nothing less.
From pixel dreams to neon lights, every choice feels so alive. Win or lose, we take our time. Level up now, press rewind.
One more round, let's make it count. Late night grind, never clocking out. No cheat codes, all hands down. Press start now, don't slow down.
No rush, we just vibe, press play. One move, one life, it's okay. Slow roll, fast game, that's my way. Let's ride all night, no delay. Gen-Dro all night, we stay live. One vibe, one dream, we don't hide. Game tight, real ones all inside. Press start, new world, we gon' ride. Ain't no pause, ain't no doubt, just press start. One shot, one chance, gotta play it smart. Red alert flashing, time's ticking down, but I'm all in, no turning around. One last heart, no extra tries. One bad move and it's game over skies. Final boss, no health to spare, but I'm rolling the dice, I don't even care. No fear, no reset. Go all in, don't hedge the bet. No pause, no rewind. You won't know till you cross the line. High stakes, do or die, don't round. Feel that rush, that high. Bet it all, play to win. All or nothing, dive right in. Had to make a choice, boss phase 2. Shield or attack, no time to lose. HP's low, no potions left. If I don't strike now, I'm facing death. Roulette spins, I cash it in. 50-50 shot, do I risk again? One wrong step, that bridge might fall. But if I never jump, I don't win at all. One last heart, no extra tries. One bad move and it's game over sky. Final boss, no health to spare, but I'm rolling the dice, I don't even care. No fear, no reset. Go all in, don't hedge the bet. No pause, no rewind. You won't know till you cross the line. High stakes, do or die. Final round, feel that rush, that high. Bet it all, play to win. All or nothing, dive right in.
What's up, everybody? How's it going? It is Gen-Dro. Welcome, welcome, welcome. You caught me in the middle of trying to get set up here. Oh, give me a second, guys. I'm trying to make sure that this is working like intended. Please make the noise. Anyways, thanks for coming by and hanging out with your boy Dro as we jump into another stream. Thank you, thank you. It's always amazing to see you guys here, and it's even more amazing to share my passion of gaming with you. So, I'd like to start off with a hot take that I've been going through lately. I have been, because Hellfire got bored with Minecraft, which is fine and completely understandable. It is Minecraft after all. But, you know, we were doing a modded run, and it was really cool and really sweet. But what had ended up happening is that he kind of ran out of things to do, and he just had really no direction, and which is what usually happens. And then we end up having to go in there and dig in for information or whatever. So he decided to say, F that, I'm not doing all that noise, I'm already bored with it. He jumped onto Vintage Story. So in the meanwhile, while he and I have been playing Vintage Story and enjoying it very much, I've been looking for some quality mods that we might enjoy, and I found a few. Not that I'll try to convince him to come back, but there might be something that I'll play on stream later on, and yeah, we can go ahead and enjoy that together. I found some stuff. So, funny thing about using CurseForge, looks like I got my pizza. Funny thing about using CurseForge is that what ends up happening is there's a lot of popular mods that show up in the forefront, and they're good for what they are, but I found some really good ones that are better than the ones in the forefront down past like the 100 area. Like, I just kept, like, not 100, I mean, it probably scrolled through more than that, probably scrolled through like almost 1,000 before I started finding some really nitty gritty ones. I really wanted to eat this pizza and I can't because I can't keep myself clean. My hands will get dirty and make my hands juicy. Anyways, yeah, that's pretty much. So I did find a few that I enjoyed. I'll still keep on looking. I really do want to find something that's really worth digging my teeth into. And I'm not talking about the ones you guys suggested. I'm talking about ones that aren't suggested. The ones that are behind the scenes. The ones that aren't really up on the forefront. The people know about them, people have played them, but they never really actually said anything about it. So that's what I want to do. I want to go ahead and make that a inevitability that I will find some really good mods that will kind of change Minecraft forever. I found a few. I'm not going to mention them right now because this is not the stream for that, but I definitely have found some, and I think my search is pretty much over. I found the games that I really like out of that mod stuff. I did the research, so the next time that anybody offers or says that they want more Minecraft, I have something for you. You can join, you can host, whatever the case may be, but these are the only mod packs that I will be using, and I will probably, if you guys are interested, I'll probably throw a list of the mod packs on there, and I will definitely let you guys know if that's something you're interested in, but it has to be on the Discord. Not because I'm trying to get people to join, more so that it's the only place that I actually really pay attention to. I rarely pay attention to X.com, admittedly. Not because of anything like that. Not because it's not a good place to put anything on there. It's because it's oversaturated with crap, and I'm not verified, even though I'm in a legitimate business. So it's one of those things. But anyways, we're going to go ahead and jump right into it. We're about 30.27% complete in Shadow of the Tomb Raider. I'm pretty sure the complete is like all the items that you could possibly explore, all the stuff like that. So I'm not like 100%. So I'm going to say that if say 30% of it is finding items, the 70% is where I'm at. And 30% out of that, plus I've been looking for items, I'm probably roughly around 28% way through the storyline. It really all depends on how much items they have hidden in there, but I'm pretty sure I'm still in the very beginning, which is crazy because I've been playing it for a while. It's definitely, well, and here's the thing. The same thing happened when I was playing the previous Rise of the Tomb Raider. I had the same issue where I was just like, man, this percentage is not going up. I ended up beating the game at what was it, 79, 81% complete, somewhere around that area. That was like basically the teetering line. So I'm pretty, and it shut up really fast, especially when we were just rushing the story after a while of exploring. There's much to explore on that game, but I wasn't going to put the time and the effort into it. Not because I didn't enjoy it, but because I'm not really into being a completionist on stream games. That's more of like games that I really enjoy, like Disgaea 6 and some other RPGs that I've really enjoyed. Star Ocean's one of them. Final Fantasies, those type of Tales of series. Even the Tale. There's one Tales of game that I have not beaten, and I need to beat that. But yeah, those type of games I will 100% complete for sure. 100%. Why? Because it's one of those guilty pleasures, right? So you know, I do what I do. I do need to do a little bit more work on my Disgaea 7, but lately I've been working on Disgaea D2, which completely missed and went over my head on its release. I own it, by the way, but it went over my head during its release, so I never really got into it because we were already at the PS4 and it got released for PS3. Unfortunately, that's the case. The fortunate thing is that I'm not missing too much because it's pretty based in bare bones, but I still want to play through the story. And the game is grindy and as difficult as the original Disgaea 1. So it's one of those things that you just gotta deal with the punches before you get to the very, very juicy end. And I really do want to see it because I have beaten every single Disgaea known to the land, even the visual novel one. That's right. Disgaea Infinity. Yeah, baby. Yeah. Anyways, let's go ahead and get started. I talked enough, and the music has been cut off for a minute. So without further ado, let's go ahead and switch the scenes here. All right, let's make sure I can see my window up here so that way I can see you guys chatting. And yeah, I think we're good. All right, so we'll do. And the remote worked. Continue. Continue. All right, let me get some of this pizza, damn it. I really want to eat my pizza. Damn, why do they gotta make it so messy? It's cut badly. That's all it is. It's cut really badly. It feels like a rush pizza job. I wish you would have brought me a napkin because I need one so bad. I'm going to be licking my fingers all day. I do love me some pizza. That's my guilty pleasure. This is why I don't lose weight. Not like I'm trying. I do eat healthy. But sometimes I have to treat myself. You know what I think? This is my hot take on dieting. I think that dieting is unhealthy mentally. Not so much physically. Some people need it, but it really does put a hamper on your brain.
The outcasts need only an ear to share their stories.
You put all that work into looking good for a temporary time, and then it's one of those things where you have to be consistent at, and it takes a lot of discipline, and that discipline is not something that's inherent, and not many people can be as disciplined as that. Like, I hate people in the online community who kind of push that agenda, expecting that it should be like a common thing, and it's really not. You can't put people in that kind of thing. They kind of lock you into it, and it's really, really toxic to a degree where When people feel like they can't do something, they try their hardest, and they have like health factors involved into why they can't lose weight. It could be thyroid issues or whatnot. These people, all they're doing is they're not helping anybody. They're actually pushing them down into the path of depression. These people will
Hello?
listen.
Pisco sent me.
Ah, did he?
Did you say you were cast out for lying?
No, Ishiki. I was cast out for telling the truth. That was my mistake.
What happened?
Should I say I've never seen an outsider? If no truth, it never happened.
What outsiders?
They dress in black and have strange weapons. They hide gold. I told the cult about the gold and the outsiders. They cast me out for lying. Lying? The gold was for them. One day, the cult will be exposed for its hypocrisy.
So what do you do now?
I lost everything, Ishiki. My position, power, reputation. But it took me losing all that to finally see. I had no purpose, no calling.
And you found one?
Yes, I serve the future by protecting the past. Queen Unuratu's line are the rightful rulers of Paititi, not the cult of Kukulkan. Everything I see, everything I hear, everything I know now helps the rebellion.
A worthy cause.
I send people to steal the gold shipments the outsiders deliver from time to time. They never change the drop-off point.
Sounds like you're making a difference in a lot of people's lives. Thank you for sharing. It was nice talking with you.
You too, Ishiki.
That's right. So the quest line that I was doing before, it's still part of this whole thing that I'm doing right now. So what ended up happening, because I did it offline so I can say it properly, and I was taking a look at some things, trying to find that damn treasure that was underground. Never found it, but I ended up going into that quest, and I started it by accident. I was just like, ah. Because I was just looking around to see if there's anything to mess around with, pick up, and I didn't realize that was part of the quest. So Pascal sent me to talk to 5 people and listen to their story. So he would give me the toy back from the kid that we started the quest with on the last stream. This looks breakable. Magenta, magenta, magenta. Maybe I need to track this quest. I'm tripping. I'm like not even close to where I'm supposed to be. Seek out the outcast. Let's go ahead and put that in here. Yeah, that's the one quest line we're doing. I thought it would track it. There we go. That's one guy. So according to this map, I take a left. Well, I can go straight down and then take a right and then left.
Ishiki, would you like to hear a story? One that my mother used to tell.
I would love to.
You've noticed the pools throughout the city, haven't you? Do you know why they exist?
No, why?
We once had a queen, a very vain woman. She ordered these wells dug so that as she walked through the city, she could always see her reflection. One day, she knelt beside one of the pools, and a fish surfaced. She became very angry. The ripples in the water ruined her reflection. This queen tried to capture the fish, but she slipped and fell in and disappeared.
Disappeared?
Many tunnels between the whales were discovered during the search, but she was never found. Some say the queen is still down there, trying to catch that fish.
Thank you. That was quite the story.
That was quite the story. Alright, let's take a look at what we got next. I wonder how we get to this area. I wonder if there's a way to get over that with the grapple. Oh wait. She did say there's water always in here. Alright, let's go through. Hey, did I find a secret tunnel? Secret tunnel! Alright. These are still some really steep pricing for the skills that I need. Kaiman's Breath 1 and 2. Honestly, I feel like I might need this later, but we'll hold off. That is like 2 skill points away. And then the ones I'm looking at are like 3. Alright, we found some good stuff. What's your way up there? Oh. Why are you getting up that way? Alright. What is this? A contract. A marriage contract, no less. Well, that's the right way to go. I wonder how I get there, though. The quest is telling me to go here, right? But it's not really giving me much to go on. It's like I have to find a way up there. There's that. That's the only clue I have, and it doesn't seem like I can reach it. If there's something I'm missing? Oh, hold on. I did. Haha, I'm glad that I looked. I knew there was something to it. Page of a journal. Oh, shit. You know what I just... Sorry, guys. I have not even started streaming on this. My bad, dude. I am so sorry. That's my bad. That happens sometimes. Alright, what do we got here? If she did go down that waterway, she'd definitely die. No! Hey, Laura, you wildin'.
That
You know
must
what
be
I
the
found
temple
funny
I
was,
saw from the riverbanks.
No! That's unfair. You know who we haven't seen in a while? Guna Man. I knew he got tired. Prediction made. I might have been a little harsh on him sometimes, but you know. You play with the big boys. It's usually what ends up happening. Alright.
That must be the temple I saw from the riverbanks.
It says to. See, that's where I'm like, I did do that, and it didn't want to let me do it. What the hell, man? Grabbed onto it for no reason. Oh, yeah. You know what's crazy? When people start like debuting like their abilities to copy game moves, I would love to see a actual woman, not a man, a woman pull these off. Because I mean, I'm not saying that a man could do it, but like it would be extremely fascinating to see a woman pull off Lara Croft. Because it would be like in line with the game's premise about a archaeologist woman who was empowered to stop the bad guys, and her main thing is parkouring and shooting with two guns and her bow use. Now, I have seen some excellent bow women in my time. One of the ones that I point out is the one that came from New Zealand.
I must have arrived
I'm
at
really
the
bad
right
with names.
time. It looks like the cultists were just here.
But she went to Japan. She's a pretty well known person. I'm guessing. And basically, she refined her archery skills, and she's pretty sick at it. And of course, there's this one TikToker that I see every once in a while on my feeds who uses her feet to shoot arrows. Craziness. So no, it's not a talent thing. It's more like I would love to see like a reenactment of a parkour thing that seems impossible in normal eyes, and gets achieved by no less somebody who is of the same build as Laura in this game. I would find it fascinating, personally. What do we have here? Finding all sorts of good stuff in here.
Amazing. This must be where they perform rituals honoring the sun.
Word. I don't want to see that. I don't want anybody to do that. Seems like it moves. There we go. Okay. So it has to stay on there, huh?
I won't last long if I fall in the water.
We noticed. Woo! I didn't think I was gonna make it. No! Damn it. That sucks.
Can't make it across. I'll have to backtrack.
Seems like I do. So I guess the other one I have to do like we're saying, right? I'm guessing. There we go. I'm starting to get what the game the weird stuff is going with here, but not 100% on this. Or maybe. No, that's weird. It won't do anything. How do I fix this puzzle, huh? Maybe. So yeah, I don't get what I'm doing right now, but we'll fix that problem. Wait. Ah, I see. There is a specific order to these. Just didn't see the order until it was too late. Too late, I tell you. Superpower. Alright, so we got that done. Question is how to get back. No, that's not what I wanted to do. figure out how to do this because I'm about as confused as you can be. I wonder if there's something I'm missing. Oh, I see the problem here. Damn. The biggest problem that I'm having right now is that the light that's shining over there isn't giving me what I need. Hold on. I think I'm supposed to do. Because we don't want it shining on there. There we go. That's what we want. These puzzles always take me forever to freaking figure out because they're so damn convoluted. Oh, it takes too many brains to do this. Oh yeah. Nobody ever said that they didn't want to stay because of this. It's like, nope, that's that. We can't figure it out. Maybe Laura will do it for us. She's the archaeologist.
Can't make it across. I'll have to backtrack.
Damn it, man. What am I supposed to do? mistakes, do or die. Feel that rush, that high. What's that? Eyes on the prize, baby. Bunch of other places I
The
haven't
divine
explored.
canoe.
Get over here, Beetle. Okay, so we don't, mess up and forget all this treasure when we leave. Let's go ahead and explore this area.
This could be the way out.
It could be. Okay, so we just need that. Oh, that's so satisfying.
Now to find a way out of here.
Holds and Unger increases the amount of natural crafting resource crafting nature. Oh. Blackened sun, won't you come? Honestly, I thought it had something. This puzzle had something to do with the sundial, which is why it confused me at first. So I was like, "What is this for?" It looks pretty, but it's a trap. They trap you into thinking that, but it's not the case. What I did was the case, and it was awesome. That took a lot more work than I really wanted to put into it, but hey, it is what it is. Alright, so I got that. I only talked to one outcast, huh? Could have sworn that I talked to all of them. I'm kidding, I know I didn't talk to all of them. Trying to shortcut this game. dialogue and all that. Yeah, yeah. I ended up finding a temple that I wasn't trying to find. At least there's that. Word, homie. And for whatever reason, it's saying that the person is down here, but I didn't see anything like that around here at all. Matter of fact, if anything, I haven't seen Jack Diddley. Felt like I wasted my time there. Because while that was showing me all sorts of stuff. Wait, a mural? I could have sworn I picked up the mural. Did I miss a mural? No. The map is off and goofy! Come on, devs. What the heck, dude? What the hell kind of crap is this? We're not making Google Maps here. Give me the good stuff. Alright, I guess we're just going to do a swan dive? Ish. I don't want to do that. I want to jump across, though. I should have been able to climb that. I call shenanigans on that. I guess there's nothing on the other side of that. Even though it has some sort of way of looking at it, just won't let me. I love how they're tracking these high dives, and I'm just like, man, I don't even know what high dives are. What is this? Yeah, so that wasn't the way that I needed to go. Unfortunately, even though I did cross the temple and everything else. I don't understand that logic.
Ishiki, would you like to hear a story? One that my mother used to tell.
I would love to.
You've noticed the
Pelana is chocohole.
East Chocohole. That was my legs. So
What?
good.
Letile habob lehelo. Hach kakas makob jan.
Hakakaka.
Cookie mesajo.
Cookie Masico.
A white capybara.
Hello. Are you an
Is this a
outcast?
capybara?
Yes, Ishiki. Hello.
I heard you talking about a white capybara.
Oh, not just one. There are many of them.
Pisco sent me to speak to all those who are cast out. You're a hunter.
I am now. I was once a farmer, but that wasn't a life for me. I felt trapped. Forced to live up to the duties and expectations brought down by my family. I finally refused and went my own way.
And a white capybara was responsible.
No, Ishiki, a herd of them. One night they assaulted my field, trampled everything, but I did nothing to stop them. I just watched. They gave me an idea. A herd of these capybara, all white. What if I could hunt them? What if I could finally get away from the fields?
So you did it.
Best decision I ever made. My father disowned me, gave the farm to my sister, but that's fine with me. I'm a hunter now. They call me Paimo the White.
Thank you for the entertaining story, Paimo.
Thank you, Ishiki.
It's not cool to pick your nose on stream. I wasn't picking my nose, I was doing this. What world where you live in that I pick my nose? That's what they all say. I mean, my nose itches because I have extremely long nose hairs that kind of get moved and brushed when my mouth moves because my mustache is pushing up on them. But no, there's no picking involved. I can promise you that.
Hello, Ishiki.
That's nasty,
Beautiful
bro.
animals, aren't they? Llamas? So gentle. Even the wild guanaco in the wilderness. They love to be petted.
Tell me about it.
Dogs
So annoying. Dude, it's itchy as all hell. I mean, that's the price we pay for our beautiful, luscious mustaches. Women complain about, them having to dress up and wear uncomfortable clothes. We have to worry about our facial hair itching every day. Uncomfortable just for the look of being older and more mature. And in my case, pretty fucking sexy. I'm totally gonna get dropped on the algorithm on that one. Oh! We call them the beauty pains. When did this become a damn scavenger hunt for people? Jesus. Alright, I'm almost there. So, what is this lock? Oh, that means I can't do it because I don't know enough of the language to properly translate it. Fair enough. Do you have something to say? No? One of the things that I noticed about games around this time is that they really had a hard time capturing wrinkles. Like, the texture of wrinkles is, extremely hard to mimic for them. Because, from far away, you would say this is a young person, but on closer inspection, that is a grown woman. You give a closer look and you can see the jowls.
Our love was blessed by the great...
Hello.
Hello, Ishiki. It's rare to see outsiders in the city.
Pisco sent me to speak with you.
Pisco. I like him.
You've seen other outsiders?
Only one. He was handsome, gentle, and kind. We were in love, but our love is forbidden, outlawed by the cult of Kulkulkan.
That's awful. I'm sorry.
I was sentenced to death, tied to the cliffs and left to die. On the third day, I welcomed death. That's when he found me, the outsider. He freed me and treated my wounds.
Who was he?
I don't know his name. It's been many years, but I still hope to see him again. I often return to the cliffs, near the condor nests, and collect their feathers. They remind me of him.
That's a remarkable story. Thank you for trusting me with it.
Thank you for listening, Ishiki.
Alright, that's 3 of the outcasts. We are still missing 2 more. Now, as far as I'm concerned, there's only 1 circle left. There's nothing else about it. The problem is, I don't know how to get to that side, so I'm guessing I'm going to go up here.
This describes something nearby. Canals bring water to the arid parts of the village.
Where did you read that at? I don't even see a language. Or you faking it. She's like the orc. When she imagined it, it becomes true. She's just imagining writing on there, like, come on, man. There ain't nothing there. Now you're just posturing. I don't think I've noticed this one before. Must be using the same routine as Laura. It's a wonder how she keeps that makeup in good shape out in the wilderness, doing all that stuff. I know, and just jungle weather alone will be absolutely catastrophic on your skin. The jungle is best described as a wet desert. Let's see, what do we have here? You know, I looked at this. Ford founding Patiti. Hey! I'm not like trying to be mean about it, but like when I used to work in the sewing factory, like I worked around a lot of Spanish people, right? So this is a good way to avoid any controversial views on it. So like in the sewing factory, I'm surrounded by women, right? A lot of women who basically make a living off of sewing parachutes. And they talk. When you have a group of women, it's guaranteed. When you have a group of Spanish women, it's absolutely unavoidable. They just can't help themselves. They just have to open their mouth. But most of the time, I would tune them out. And this actually sent me to the same place I was in before. This is crazy. So that's the other side. Okay. That makes sense. What doesn't make sense is where the heck is this person? The green circle is back here. This is obviously the entrance to the Sun Temple that I just finished. Having a hard time here. I wonder. I hear the horn. It is supposedly in this area, and I don't get it. It's not in the Sun Temple, because it's outside the purview. It's not near the campfire, because I didn't see anybody there. Is there something I'm not seeing underwater? No. It can't be there, because it's outside the purview again. Oh no, I'm stumped. I am stumped as all get out. Because that circle is not helping. High dive visiting. There's the base temple camp. I don't even know where that mural is. I looked for it. It's not there. There has to be something I'm missing, but I'm just not willing to sit there and get frustrated, I'm going to just start the story, because F that. And I'm not looking it up either, because that's annoying as hell. That should have been as clear as day. There's a marker there, and there's nothing. No indications, no anything. And we found 2 different extra entrances and exits to the same area, and still nothing. If that ain't a violation of my time, I don't know what is. That's like that one area that I was looking through, and I was just like, where is this damn mural? And I could not find it. And I'm just not going to do it. This is not even a difficulty, it's just... I'm not smart enough to do it, and I don't care that I'm not smart enough to do it. I don't even think it's an intelligence issue, it's just not clear. Be honest. Okay, so go through this whole maze of bull crap. I think my frustration with that whole situation in the hide and seek has like literally destroyed my view on this village. I now hate this village, and I never want to come back to it again. I'm sick of the people here, and I'm sick of the stories.
Are all these young people crazy these days? I've seen...
Nope, not talking to you. Are all young people crazy? It's talking about kids. If I want to listen about imaginary kids, I just have my own. Imaginary kids. My babies. Speaking of kids, my dogs are doing great. Thanks for asking. This is the weirdest way to search for minerals for me. Like, they have a whole setup here. I should take notes for vintage store. Just make up piles of water everywhere for granite sifter.
Can't quite make the dialect out.
You should see the new conjuration animation when summoning creatures. A portal opens in the air and smoke/lightning effects pour to the ground while the entity materializes from it. Instead of that weird wavy bubble effect. Hey! I definitely want to take a look at it.
The dialect is familiar, but something's
If it wasn't
not right.
for the fact that Bill Week is like literally around the corner, I would have jumped on trying that game out.
I'm not sure. The dialect is familiar, but something's not right.
That's because you're not right in the head.
Here it is.
What the fuck? Oh man, I'm excited for it. You know what's crazy? There are people who actually think that that Skyrim's the better game. I mean, it's accessible for sure, but it's not the better game. Like, I'm not playing that game. It's not as good as Skyrim. I mean, not as big as Skyrim. Totally better.
I'll need to be careful.
I love how she's just coming out equipped. She's just like, gun bigger than my hand. Holding it like a Lego hand, just like, Girl, that gun is way too big for you. That's not even me trying to flex on her. It's just way too big. You can't comfortably hold that gun, which is a bad no-no. You couldn't even get a good grip. Like, if your hand isn't reaching at least somewhat around it and to the trigger when you hold it, the gun is too big for you. You're gonna shoot yourself or somebody else by accident trying to shoot that thing off. The heck is wrong with you people?
Kabuji kuhelani, tulakas tuushan, telumo, teiko, taktejao
How did they not hear that?
Tanukimi junki, mushanta, yanusata liyokukaba,
I'm in.
Unuratu just left with Hakan. She'll be ready when you open the gate.
Alright, how many experience points did I get? 2 skill points. I'm still short. Actually, putting the points in Common's Breath would probably be the best way. Oh, it's not letting me because it's not in the purview. Okay. Well, I don't want to do that. I do like that. Perform a stealth kill takedown without alerting nearby enemies. That's going to help. We just walked into a whole load of enemies. A whole load. What do we have here? How in the hell? I bet you thought I was gonna jump in, Jim.
Malo bin lak.
I'm glad I didn't alert anybody. Yeah, baby.
On the right track. Careful.
Ishipalchuko so okwautan.
Takbela ma. Maukatuyal, tuskutati kuba, lekushul makobo.
Waksaholale nonoch. Vale misbal ubelal. Yankoksik tuyole kukulkal nevejo.
Minha, mingma.
Hey, that's some stealth level crazy right there. I can't even see myself though. Ninja! This is far better than Skyrim, though there are some small things that, if brought over, would be cool, like the crafting stuff mostly, and the ability to shield bash and bash with a bow. Oh, yeah. Being stuck to not being able to strike, like, especially if they run up to you with a bow on, and then you have to, like, literally pause in between just so you can switch a weapon out in mid-battle. It destroys the immersion. And what if you didn't level up your sword or whatever, or melee attack, and you went straight bow? You're taking all those hits.
This looks like the right place.
The one thing that I really, really, really hope that they improved on is stealth mechanics. Because that's the one, number one killer for me right there.
There's the gate I need to open.
Is how bad the stealth mechanics were back in the day.
Kimesab juntulin laksilon. Janekat peksik mashbetech. Kabetin kat peksik bashkuyuchul. Ha. Juntul kimen, juntulin lakon. Shimbaltesh lek. Kalampil!
Damn it! I knew they were gonna kill me as soon as they found me. There's no way I can melee them. I wanted to do stealth! The stealth mechanics in this suck.
There's the gate I need to open.
Bin juntulin laksilon. Janekashtik mashbetech. Unach ubi. Kinwili vulkan kalantikon. Huya wunim pujanil. Tokukimil. Umok kab jekel. Ma'alob. Tokek machik.
So much for stealth battle. Bow versus bow? These guys are like spamming that shot like crazy. Kukulkan. Hey, I moved out of the way.
Sabab walkila, beyohelu chaikotzilil kukulkan. Atelesh, anteneshi. Yanim beti kahok esikaba. Bakpachtesh, tanawo kesikaba. Kubabach beyo, helul chaite chotzilil kukulkan.
Man, they shoot me even through the damn spell.
Shimbal nakech. Matu beita limwo kesikilai. Denenesh tselikti, kabechten anta. Kuchesh, imwilinka,
Come on.
sabab walkila, beyohelu chaikotzilil kukulkan.
They sound pretty calm for like somebody who are in the middle of battle.
Shimbal nakech. Batelesh, anteneshi. Babach beyo, helul chaite chotzilil kukulkan.
Can't melee.
Lam no khochlo. Beyo helul chaikotzilil kankil. Tokukimil.
Jesus.
Lailito poleche. Tumen weyantin wetel kukulkan.
Now, I need to open that gate.
That was ridiculous. They seriously did not sound panicked at all. I'd be panicking if some dude, some chick was just straight up murdering everybody I knew. Just saying. I would expect, or something to that effect. No, I don't know the language of mom. Am I gonna learn it? Heck to the no. Too much. I felt a vibration here. I guess it's not worth looking into, weirdly enough. Oh yeah, just fog up my map, why don't you? Even though we're right here.
The gate mechanism might be on the top of that wall.
Before, you were able to like...
I don't have enough space for that.
Spam your attack and then dodge. Here, it doesn't even matter. Melee is completely a waste of time. Why even bother when they just dodge and smack you in the face anyway? It went from loot, grab, fight, shoot, arcade beat 'em up to let's try to make it more like Assassin's Creed, but melee sucks. Stealth in every Bethesda game is the same and will always be the same. I like the stealth to a degree, but it's just sometimes it's just too janky. I'm sure you've tried to play a stealth run and you're just like, how?
Mother! Would you get him out of here?
Why'd she say no? She could have took them out, all three of them.
Jonah.
How's Etzli?
Fine. They got him out, but Unaratu was captured.
Oh no. Are you okay?
Yeah. I'm going after the box. I don't know how long it'll take.
Do what you have to.
Thanks. The Eye of the Serpent. That's it.
Word, word. Woo. It's only janky when you max it out and abuse it. Isn't that the purpose of playing the game? To abuse the stealth? I mean, you don't play stealth because it's accurate. I mean, let's be honest here. I don't think I've ever played that game expecting accuracy ever. I just want it to be just a little bit more polished. Just a little bit. Don't make me suffer. For example, if they're asleep and I'm wearing nothing on, I am completely naked and I have stealth armor on. Or stealth boots on. I should not wake somebody in the cold dead of night despite having a low stealth stat. Why? Because I'm still being careful. That's the part that I hate the most. It's not the jank after you max it out, because maxing it out is just a chore.
Looks like this is the only way. Okay.
And if there's no reward behind it, I wouldn't even do it anyway. What are you? Cool. Surface before we go that way. Get some air full of lungs before we do this. Thank God there's no piranhas. It's a Froggo! I love Froggos. I don't like touching Froggos, but I think they're cute.
Looks like there's a temple down there.
I will say that I do abuse the system whenever I'm trying to. I mean, sure, but like I've even stood in place, right? I walked into a bedroom. I backed away because I saw the eye open and then it shut. And then as soon as they went and shut, I figured, okay, they're sleeping. I take 2 steps, stands right up. What are you doing here? I'm like, what? How? How? How the fuck did you save me? No! Why? I was just like, it drives me insane when it does that to me. I'm so pissed sometimes.
I got Unuratu captured. What's Dominguez gonna do with her? As long as he needs the box, he'll keep her alive.
I need to find a way to actually beat the hell out of him because he is...
I hope.
Visual assistance, Puma's brace. Yeah, let's go ahead and unlock the next weapon upgrade. That is like super important. So this increases precision, but then this also does. So basically, these are both combined just makes my arrows more powerful. But they only do one or the other. Fair, fair, fair. I am a bow user. I mean, look. All I'm saying is, if I'm quiet and I am sneaking very, very slowly and I am not even making enough noise to even hear it in my own ear, it should not be loud enough to wake anyone up. And there's a presence factor too. So a lot of people will try to defend this system, and you're included in this one. But there's a presence factor too. So stealth not only conceals, you know, your footsteps, it conceals your presence. My issue was that if somebody is sleeping, my presence should not be an issue. Just the feet and the noise, right? That's where I draw the line, and this is where I say nah. You can't defend that system. It's still broken because my presence should not be a factor if the person is sleeping. Sound should only be a factor if the person is sleeping, not presence. There's just no way you can see me if your eyes are closed. That's what I'm saying. If I'm wearing clunky armor, yeah, sure. If I'm naked and I have leather shoes on and I'm barely making a peep, you should not be able to sense my presence ever. That's situational awareness, though. But once you hit REM sleep, dude, it doesn't matter how much you feel that, you will not wake up. You won't even feel that way once you're in REM sleep. So no, that just still doesn't apply to this situation. It's still shenanigree. It's still the jank. It's the only complaint I have about the stealth. But it makes it really hard to be a thief when you're trying to steal stuff. Now, the one thing that I say about Skyrim, which makes it easier and has, I wouldn't say it's better so much, is that they're very forgiving. In Oblivion, it is not forgiving. Stealth is not forgiven. If you do not have a good stealth build and your skill isn't high, you will get caught. That's what I hated about that. But other than that, it's cool. It's cool.
It's not Maya or Inca.
But yeah, waking people up in the dead of sleep, just from my presence alone, sounds kind of absolute shenanigans.
Can't carry anymore. It's high, but I could dive.
Oh, here we go. I always get this sinking feeling. whenever I see like falling height stuff. I don't know what it is. It just makes my toes tingle. And like, I don't mind for example, like I don't mind the percentage draw whenever you're like pickpocketing people. I don't mind that system. That's a good system. I like that because there are people who are more situationally aware. They have more perception. So yeah, you would expect them to be more defended, like about their personal items. So that works, but not. And like pickpocketing somebody while they're sleeping, probably not a good idea. I mean, either way you look at it, unless you got that skill up. So that's okay. It's alerting the person while you're moving silently in their room that gets me. Just like, no! Don't do this to me! Actually, I wouldn't. I'm a heavy REM sleeper. I just would not wake up. I wake to sounds, not with movement. My wife can toss, turn, move around, take the dogs out of their crate and everything, and I will not even be there. Because I hit REM sleep. Easy, fast. Not because I'm a dead sleeper per se, it's because anybody who hits that sleep will be dead to the world. There are some people who don't REM sleep very often. Like, they have bad sleeping patterns, so their REM cycles are very short. Like, little small bursts. You might be one of those people who wake up immediately just from presence alone when you're not in REM sleep. And it seems like you just have more situational awareness, but no, that's just you having really shitty REM sleep. Because some people have to go to a sleep doctor to get that fixed because they have such a hard time. Oh, please don't drown. Baby, hear me out. The game doesn't have REM sleep. All of them should be REM sleeping. Should it? Who knows? I mean, it should. It should. It definitely should. Now, this is all opinion, so I'm not going to call it fact here, and I'm not going to sit there and say that, oh, I got stabbed. See, situational awareness, 0 over here. No, I'm not going to say that you're wrong about, like, your views on it. I'm not going to, like I said, it's an opinion base. I would never sit there and call it out as fact.
All full up. Can't carry
As far
anything.
as like my gripe about the stealth mechanic, I just hate it that I wake people up in the dead of slumber when I'm trying to be as quiet as possible. I'm not even picking their pockets. I'm just moving around in their room and just checking out their stuff. But if I walk into the room and they immediately get alerted, I have a problem with that. It sucks. Woo! Oh, hell no. One of my favorite things about Oblivion, though, personally, I think, is the way that the skills are more aligned and a lot more broader, and there's a lot more to it, and it's not as simple as Skyrim. Skyrim's simple in comparison, but I like the spell setup. I like the action setup. I like the whole thing. The only thing it lacked was a smoother attack UI, but I'm pretty sure the new Oblivion kind of fixes that. So it generally, every complaint that I ever had as far as combat's concerned with fluidity in Oblivion is completely demolished. And the new one. A shotgun? I need a shotgun for that? Come on, guys. Anybody who says that Skyrim's a better game is just a surface level dweller and they don't know what they're talking about. Kidding. It's purely semantics and your preferences, really. I wouldn't say that Skyrim's a bad game. It is a fun game. I think that the company is the bad ones here. Did you notice that after I called out the fact that they didn't give Virtuos their credit, they actually finally did. I was like, that's funny. I was thinking to myself, I was like, it must have been all those mods that was Xing out Bethesda that got them all bent out of shape. But they still effed up because Virtuos was the main contributors on that, and they put Bethesda's team, comma, Virtuos. And I was like, oh yeah, that's a cop-out, dude. You can't honestly say that that's a fix. You're letting your ego talk right now. Come on, guy. You didn't make the game. It's your property. We get it. We understand. You publish it. That's yours. But your name should always come secondary to the developers, not initially. So, in my personal opinion, they're still effing off. Damn thing. Why won't it die? Shoot. Because, shit, I keep on doing the same thing. Why? It's probably because I'm not killing it. Because stabbing an eel in the face doesn't kill it. It just makes it run away. Because that's accurate. F out of here with that craziness. And here's the thing, you don't even see it. Like, there's no indicator that it's around. Oh, I thought that was a death scene. They got me. They fooled me. I really thought I died. I'm not gonna lie. I really thought I kicked the bucket. I'm like, how was I supposed to even tell if I was supposed to go through there or not? It's not like there was any kind of danger. Guess I can't grab that. I guess there's really no climbing anything around here. That looked climbable. On further inspection, it looks like it is climbable, but I'm going to have to launch myself up. It is! I was looking at it earlier because I was like, I refused to buy the game unless they actually gave credit where it was due. And I told my wife the same thing. I'm like, I'm not buying this game until they fix that, because that's really shitty of them to do. Like, that's not their creation. That's their idea, that's their brand, but it's not their creation. If they borrowed the original engine, that would be one thing. But they literally remade it from scratch. I'm sorry, it's not the same game. It's not the same. It has the same story elements and everything else. And only because Bethesda would only allow it to be done under that stringent purview. And I'm telling you right now, like, all they did was they effed themselves. See, what they could have done, if they were smart, and this is my personal opinion, if they were smart, they would have let they could have said, all right, as long as the base game is there, you have creative freedom to do extra quests, extra things, extra volume, just go all out and flex your muscles, your programming developer muscles, and create something that makes it 10 times better. If they were smart, since it is their brand and it is technically still their property, they could have had their own dev learn from Virtuos, or even better yet, hire Virtuos to create more stuff for them. I don't like that whole idea. Like, this is why I can't stand Bethesda. They have this vision, and their egos are so high that they're not keeping their vision in check. It's so annoying. It's ridiculous, and like it's not even. It's not like I hate the games that they create. I hate the way they go about doing it. It's just not good. It like initially dropping a game and not giving credit to the publishers is a sheer sign of disrespect and absolute malarkey. I have never seen such a blatant disregard for the actual work that was put into that game. You have been using the same creation engine 2 for years.
There must have been
Somebody
an
uses an
incredible battle
upgraded
here.
version and elevates your game, and you have the audacity to do that. That was crazy. I'm glad they corrected it, but why did it take some modders who X'd out Bethesda on a mod for them to make it a move? Like, that should have been like, hey, you know, the first forethought in their head was giving credit where it was due. They make us do it. Game makers make us do it. Game companies make us, as streamers, give credit where it's due. All right? And even some of them, like Bandai games, will make you have to put that on your description as part of their thing. And these motherfuckers... I could go on a rant for days about this. These motherfuckers, I can't believe they had the nerve to do that. The nerve! Holy crap, dude. The buns of steel you have to take to literally rip off of somebody else's work. Just because it is technically your branding, you ripped off that whole idea in one fell swoop on the initial release. Holy hell, dude. No. And then, to fix it, you put your name first, comma, the creators of the game. Your name first. Your name should be second. Alright? You didn't create nothing out of that whole thing. All you created was the original idea. You are the ideas man. You are a publisher. You are not the creator. How effing dare you? Oh, hell no. To the no. I mean, that's how crazy that sounds. But anyways, rant over. For a few examples, though, like, let's be real.
Spanish galleon. How did it get inside this cavern?
We as people, like, let's take a popular series, Pokemon, right? Pokemon's on my thing. All right, we know who the actual creators are. They're Game Freak. We know who the publishers are. Nintendo. It's as soon as you turn on a Pokemon game on a handheld, you see Game Freak. All right? First you get Nintendo as the publisher, obviously, because it's their system. That's everything. But afterwards, it is Game Freak. We know Game Freak made it. We know Game Freak's a company that creates Pokemon. We know this to be true. There's no ifs, ands, or buts because Nintendo gives the credit where it's due. I don't know what the hell that was. I've never seen such blatant disrespect in my entire life. So vividly. On a AAA game. How the hell? Oh, God. But now that they did, I'll probably try to see if I can scrounge up some money and put it together and see if I can't get that game so I can show you guys the gaming. while I do hate the disrespectful nature of Bethesda, they do have some really good titles, and the mods just make it better. Oh, maybe I'm supposed to... No, that's just lighting. I gave it a backup, and I see like areas to go, but you can't jump from water. So maybe the platform needs to be pushed. To be fair, on the splash screen startup, it showed Bethesda and then Virtuos. Yeah, I mean, that's fine, and that's normal, but you can't list it as yours. It's not your property, 100%. It's not even your creation. You can't do that. Remember when I showed you, like, you can attest as a witness that you saw it too. I'm not tripping over nothing. There was a blatant disconnect on that one, and then when when I re-looked at it today, actually is when I found out that they fixed that situation. I was like, oh, okay. How the hell do I get up there? This is not doing it. There's not like there's a clear way through here either.
Need to find a way to climb the hull.
Yeah. I hear you. I just don't want to listen. Oh, wait. Seriously? Oh. Jesus.
This could be my way inside.
Sure. How do we do that? This is like super bad. Like, I don't see how this is a good idea at all.
Need to find a way to break through the deck. The falconet's in position.
Okay, so what do we do?
Need to reach the bow.
They certainly don't make it obvious, do they? Come on. Let's go for air. Come on. I think we're making progress. Kind of. Watch, they like, oh, that's not the right way. You gotta do it differently. No! So you gotta turn around and do it all over again. Damn it. There's really no obvious way to get up there, is there? This is annoying. This always gives me the headache I don't want. Are you kidding me right now? Alright. I think I've reached the moment of... I'm just tired. I'm just tired of playing, and I'm frustrated right now because I can't figure this out. Being honest here, even if I wanted to, I think that I've already spent my brain power for the day. It's seriously, I can't figure this out. Like, how do I get up here? There's no obvious way to do that. Like, there's that. Nothing else. So basically, that going to that door was a waste of time. Let's see. Break! Fire arrow! Burn! Lies! How dare they lie to me? Yep. I don't see how I'm going to be able to do this. Is this the other side of where I was before? Maybe there's a clue to this. Ooh, you heard that landing? That didn't sound pleasurable at all. A rope. Nice. I love how she's like skipping over that treasure chest with that obvious pirate over there just chilling out in the back. Nothing. That was just an overglorified treasure hunt. This whole area was for nothing. Might be pretty much on the money with this one. Looks like we have some rope here. So if I can get that rope over here, that would be perfect. I didn't see anything that I can use at all. Did you guys see anything? I didn't see nothing. I'm about as confused as when I first started in here. I need to reach the bow is not a clue. It's an obvious statement, Laura. Shut up. We're aware that I need to reach the bow. Say something insightful like, hey, maybe if I climb or jump kick off of this, this will work. That's the insight I need. This shit ain't it. Jesus. Finally. How did I miss that? I couldn't even see that. That's how you know I'm frustrated. Just making sure I don't need to do anything else.
Damn, it won't budge.
I'm about to lose my shit on this game. We're just gonna pick and choose where we can climb, huh, Laura? Nobody will ever figure that out.
I'll have to free that boom.
Again, so obvious. Another puzzle that takes about an hour to figure out. Oh, yeah, baby. It's weird. Doesn't look stable, does it? This is what I get when I look away for 1 second. It's my fault. I'll take it. Run, Laura, run!
Shit, the boom swung out too far to reach.
Glad I checked that out before I went ahead and made the same mistake I did last time. I bet you they punished me. They're like, hey, you forgot this. Die. I swear I pressed the square button. I swear. Oh. What does one do with here? Oh yeah, that's right. Around. Is this mean I have to go through all that all over again? I'll use this to climb this. Nope. Definitely gotta go back up there again. I love making a circle jerk journey! La da 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 da. Okay. I'm like, what? I've reached that before. What are you doing? What are you doing, Laura? What's the matter with you?
Should be able to reach the crate now.
We need a good swing, Laura. Super swings. Alright. I think I've had enough of this craziness to last me a lifetime. So I'm going to go ahead and end it here, guys. It's been fun. It's been great. But it is already the 2-hour mark. And I am out of here. I hope that you guys have a wonderful time watching me stream. Sorry about all the ranting and raving, but you know, I'm passionate about what I do. And I'm passionate about what I play. And I'm passionate about certain things like giving credit where it's due. So thank you, everybody, for coming by and hanging out with your boy Dro. And I will see you later. Have a good evening, a good morning, or a good afternoon, depending on what time of day you watch me on and beyond. I'll catch you later. Bye-bye.
Another day, another game. We gave it our all. From epic fights to chill nights, we answered the call. No matter the battle, no matter the play, we keep the energy rolling every single day. One more round, one more fight. Now I sing it for tomorrow, same time, same height. Chance, you brought the fire, kept the vibe so tight. Now we wrap it up, but we'll be back tonight. Gen-Dro Studios, we level up strong. 7 days deep and we're still going on. Say your bumps, say your rolls, don't say goodbye, cause the next adventure's right on the rise. Whether we're grinding, crafting, or taking a dive, every stream, every moment, we're feeling alive. Ain't no game too big, no challenge too steep. We take them all on, no skips, no sleep. Lights dim, the credits roll, but the story's never over, keep that in your soul. GG's in the chat, all the enotes high. See you next time, same place, same sky. Gen-Dro Studios, we level up strong. 7 days deep and we're still going on. Say your bumps, say your rolls, don't say goodbye, cause the next adventure's right on the rise.